Ladies and gentlemen, we are officially live. The Game Week 1 deadline stream is here. The glasses are on. I've got decisions to make. Hopefully you guys have decisions to make as well. Get involved in the chat. Smash a like, smash a sub. I can guarantee you I am going to be answering every one of your questions that comes in the chat. Whether I like to answer them or not, I'm here for it. We're all here for it. I've found the card that is magical. It is also here for any card questions that you might have. So yeah, get your comments in the chat. I'm excited for this. I actually can't believe last season we weren't doing deadline streams in Game Week 1 and this is the first time doing it. So I'm hoping with a bit of luck that I get my Game Week 1 team selection right at the end of it. And look, I don't have many things to think about in my own team. So you guys are going to drive the chat tonight because that's all I can really say. And we need to get the timeline counter on. So let's get in and put the countdown timer on. It's going to be a minute behind, so I'm going to quickly try and adjust this. Just press the start button and hope that that worked. Let's hope it did. You have to bear with me. This is a different screen than it was the last time. There we go. We've started. All right, we've started. We're good. Let's go back here. Let's hope that this is in the right spot. Hey, oh, it's almost in the right spot. There we go. We're slightly behind. It should be an extra minute. That's close enough. We'll pay it. First time doing it, so we're going to pay it anyway. So there we go. All right, so let's have a look in the chat and see what's going in early doors. Hello, yes, bring in Die. Oliel, that is definitely not going to be happening on this stream. We will not be bringing in the AI template picks at all. Fresh off the Nightmare stream, yeah, we're ready to go, baby. Let's go. Yo, FPL's back, baby. I'm hyped as well. Jamie Swift, it's going to be great. And can't wait for the card to outshine us all. I know the cards team, we're going to look at the cards team. I've actually got it open so we can flick between the two to see who potentially has the best. Who has the best team? I don't know. The card reckons it's got the best team. I don't know. It might have the best captain this week, though. I am kind of concerned about Haaland captain, but here we are. We're on Bowen captain at the moment. It could become Palmer captain by the end of the stream, but at the moment, we're going to go with that. Edison not in the City squad. Trafford a good option at 5 mil. FPL Jack, yeah, he could be a really good option. Yes, have a great season, Mr. Unit. Yes, you too, Daryl. I'm ready to go. I'm ready for the FPL to be back. I'm ready for the Premier League to be back. It is all about the Premier League. I love the football. I've been sitting here for 2 months wondering how annoying it is that it's not back. So I'm excited that it's back. I'm locked in. Going with Haaland up front. Good luck, Gareth. I hope it goes well. No Salah or Haaland. Yep, no Salah or Haaland for me. I'm going to be taking them both on in Game Week 1, and I'm hoping it's going to go relatively well. Game Week 6, we'll have a headache to bring Haaland in. Yeah, so that's my plan. Game Week 6 is when I want Haaland, right? He's got Burnley. You would expect Haaland to probably monster Burnley. I expect Burnley to be crap. If it wasn't for the fact that Spurs are playing Burnley, I'd be more keen on Spurs assets, but I'm not keen on Spurs assets because they're Spurs. Not because of the fact that they're playing Burnley. It's more the fact that they are playing for Tottenham, and we all know that Tottenham like to stink it up. We saw Tottenham against a half-fit PSG team go 2 goals up, play 5, and then they literally threw the game away. Like, if that's not peak Spurs, I don't know what peak Spurs is. Smart move. Set the wrong time on the clock to throw everyone off so they missed the deadline. I know. I was meant to do this, but it's really annoying. So when I moved to this screen, so I use Streamlabs to do these streams, right? And for some weird reason, it doesn't automatically start the clock, and it's still not working. Oh my God, we need to fix this. I'm going to fix that now. It is 1 minute. I'm going to adjust that. Give me 1 second. I'm going to sit there and muck around with it. Keep the comments coming in. I'm going to hopefully fix this. All right, so you want 1 hour and 56 minutes. 1 second, 1 hour, 56. Actually, I'll make it 55. That way you guys will be on time. And we're going to save that. And we're going to start. All right. Have we got a counter timing down? No, we do not. All right, hold on. Bear with us 1 second. We're going to go back in there. Going to go up. Start. All right. Please tell me that's working. Hey, there we go. All right, we're on time. We're on track. We're exactly on time. Couple of teething problems. It was to be expected. It's the first time I've ever whacked the timer on the deadline stream. And trust me, I sat there for ages trying to work it out. And it's not as easy as it looks. especially on Streamlabs, unless I'm an absolute noob, which potentially I am an absolute noob at some things in life, and this might be one of them. All right, I was here last season. I'm here this season. Let's fry the cartel together. Yeah, I'm all on that board. Honestly, if you go and look at any of their streams, I encourage people in the chat, if you haven't subbed to the D-Unit's channel already, go and look at FPL Focal's channel. Go and look at Let's Talk FPLs. Go and look at FPL Harry. Go and look at FPL Raptors. You'll see they're all the same shit. I don't normally swear on my channel, but I had to say it. It'll be the same stuff. It's AI regurgitated crap. And we're not here for that. So yeah, get your comments in the chat and we are here for all of it. Thoughts on Otara to Brentford? I think if he goes to Otara, 6 mil, it'll be great. Neil Cheeseman, the governor, how are you, mate? Good luck this week. Good luck to you as well. Will you judge my team if I send it in the chat? If you send it in this chat, I'll have a look at it. If you send it in the WhatsApp chat, I'm not going to see it. I'm not in the WhatsApp chat until I finish here in about 2 hours' time. So I do apologize for that. Also, if you do want to join the WhatsApp chat, it is free. Other content creators charge £35 for this honor. I give it to you lot for free. It is a wild chat. If you want to be involved, my moderators will drop it in the chat for you. All you have to do is click the link, answer a question when either me, Rahi, or Samuel send you a message saying, why are you joining the chat? As long as you say it's to do with FPL and you want to talk crap, you're in. If you want to sell stocks, piss off. All right, I'm on fire early. I'm on fire early, boys. I'm on fire early. I'm good. Havertz, Cody E, Palmer, Saka, Wirtz, Fernandez, Rogers, Watkins, Evangelist, and Strand Larson for mid and forward thoughts. Do you mean you want me to pick options from those options for your team for mid and forward, or do you want me to give you a mid and forward option? What's your budget? Can you provide a little bit more info, please, Cody E? Gareth, been having to talk to the wife. Wife there has to bin no football. I'm glad it's all over now. Yes, come on. Luke Stroud, how's it going, baby? Get those emojis in the chat. By the way, use those custom emojis. By the way, Chill actually created a lot of those custom emojis, so please use them in the chat. I can't remember if I uploaded the clown Anana in the emojis yet, but it's definitely coming, and there'll be a few more before the watch-alongs tomorrow as well, so you can drop them in the chat as well. Unfortunately, I think that you do have to be a member for that, but I'm not going to sit there and ask you to be one, because all I ask is that you sit there and like the stream, share it. If you're on X, share the stream, stuff the cartel. We're all here to bring them down. So yeah, make sure you share it there, because we want to get the channel out to more people. And unfortunately, because I'm uploading from Australia, sometimes the algorithm thinks that I just want to send it to Australian people, and my audience is actually mostly on the other side of the world. Would you go Milinkovic and Sarr or Nico Williams and Rogers? I would go Milinkovic and Sarr all day long. I'm punting with Ruta and midfield. Thoughts on that one, Unit? I like it. I don't mind the Ruta pick. I think it could be good. Is Triple Forest defense crazy? It's better than Triple Tottenham defense, I can tell you that much. There'll be no template FC on this channel. If I have Reindeers on the bench, should I downgrade him to Dewsbury Hall and upgrade somewhere else? Oh, that's a difficult one. Should I downgrade? I think I'd go with Reindeers, to be honest with you. I think he's got a higher ceiling than Dewsbury Hall. Will Sheshko start? What do you think? He starts? I'm not sure I want him to begin the season. No, I think I want to see some more stuff before I go there. Morning to FPL Bateman in the chat. I enjoyed our draft earlier on today. That was great fun. I woke up. I'm actually still been awake. I've been awake since 4:30 in the morning, and it's about 20 minutes to midnight, and I'm with you all the way through to the deadline. And then we're going to look at FPL Challenge at the end, which we will do every week on the deadline stream as well. So yeah, keep your comments coming in. I will get to them all, I promise. Thanks, Dean the Governor. Yes, no crypto. No. Yes, no crypto. No crypto spam in the chat, please. We don't want that crap. Tosin at 4.5 million is definitely an option, and I quite like it. Maresca said he's the only one that can do Colwell's job. He also said, which has been left out of all the videos I've watched today, that he pretty much wants another centre-back. So just watch that space. You might get Tosin in for 3 or 4 weeks, but I reckon they're going to sign someone else. It is Chelsea after all. You've got the post-gym energy, Darius. Yeah, I know. Mate, I've been to training tonight. I've been on another stream as a guest earlier, and I've just been sitting there in another chat with FPL Nightmare, just talking to people. So yeah, I'm loving it. FPL's back. It's just great, isn't it? Hi, looking forward to seeing you live. Yeah, I'm telling you, if you go and watch any other Deadline stream, it's boring as all buggery. If you come here, I'll bring the vibes, I'll bring the drinks, I'll bring the card, and we will bring a very good, entertaining time. All right, I got to drop Hope to hop back in it a bit like it. Best 5.5 mid that isn't the reindeer. Oh, that's a difficult question. Best 5.5 midfielder that's not reindeers. Hold on, let me have a look, because I can actually have a look at this on the side. Bear with me 1 second. I'm going to have a quick look. Let's have a look at midfielders. Midfielders. Why can't I not see the midfielders? There we go, midfielders. I like the fact that they fixed the app. That's quite kind of cool. So now you can still see my team while I'm scrolling, which is also really cool. 5.5. Oh, mate, there's not... Oh, Tonali. Tonali's the best 5.5 out there other than Reindeers. Don't have to look any further. Tonali at Newcastle, he's nailed. He's going to be playing every week. He's going to have a lot of DC points as well. Yeah, he's going to be great. I've just seen that Hakim has given me a super chat, mate. Thank you very much. Your support last year and again this year is incredible. So thank you very much for that. I don't think you've left a comment other than the fact that you just tell me to keep on being me. So that is exactly what I will do. All right, let's have a look. Clown Anna. Yes, Clown Anna is definitely going to be making it. Thoughts on... Oh, hold on. Hold on. Let me have a look. All right, I need to go up here. I need to quickly go up here. Forward on Kukurea. I love the Kukurea. I've actually bought something for this for Kukurea. 1 sec. It's not my Kukurea. This is as good as a Kukurea week. So we're going to wear this in honor of Kukurea for the next 5 minutes. Maybe longer, depending on how I feel. But yeah, he's got Kukurea's hair is on. Essentially, I wonder how many red cards he's going to get people this year when people pull his hair. I reckon it's going to be quite a few, to be honest with you. All right, I need to go back. I'm miles behind on the chat. I'm going to catch up in a sec. Let's have a look. Just joined the league. I'm so pumped for this season. FPL nailed the pricing this year. Yes, they did. Rodgers is fit. Does that change things? If you're not going Watkins, I think you can go Rodgers. I'm not going both, so I'm still going Watkins. But if I went to Haaland instead of Watkins, I would go Rodgers. I think I answered that question. Rooter or Reindeer? Reindeer for me, not by much. Just thoughts on how strong it is to have those mid and forward in my team for selection each week. Trying to go no Salah, thanks to your guidance. Okay, yep, I'm with you. I'd go with... It's hard for me to recommend anything else other than what I've already gone. So I would have to argue that what I've got is pretty good because I believe in it. So I would just say any of the midfielders I've got, try and work him in. Saka, Rodgers, Gabriel and Solanke. Yeah, Saka. Saka's probably the pick from them. Gabriel's not going to be a good option this year. Arsenal don't get DC points. He's no DC superhuman. So just think about that. It's going to be a problem. Where in Australia are you? I'm in the middle of the bush, mate. I'm actually in the richest square kilometre patch in the world. I live in Kalgoorlie. Look it up. Massive super pit. You can see it from space. It's quite incredible. And yeah, there's lots of gold here. And I'm FPL gold, let's be honest. You should take Pedro in place of Bowen. Nah, I think Pedro's minutes are too much of a risk for me. Crikey, it's 1:37 a.m. Make sure the coffee is at hand. It's actually 11:45 at the moment, and a drink is in hand, vodka and a bit of water. All right, so I'm between two options then. Let's have a look. Bowen and Damsgaard, or a Vanlinson and Fulkrug. Marmouche and Strand Larsen. Oh my God, that is a... Wow, that's actually a really tough call. I'm going to go Bowen and Damsgaard. I think that those two are nailed on more for minutes than the other combinations. So for that reason, I'd go them. 2 equals Salah, Reindeers, Fulkrug, and Tosin. All right, hold on. What? Oh, 1. Oh, okay, I'm with you now. All right, sorry, I saw 1 and then I saw 2. I was like, what? 1. No Salah. We don't do no Salah. on this chat. I think I've just had a new member as well. I'm not sure who just became a member. I will get to you. I promise. Actually, I can see. Let me have a look. Peter Bryles, welcome back as a fan. This man, he was the very first fan of the D-Units members club. Absolute legend. Yeah, early adopter. He knows what's talking about. Oh, I got to take this off because it's actually bugging me now. But yeah, shout out to Kukuraya in the chat. He's brilliant. Just thoughts on how strong it is to have these mid and forward. Yeah, I've done that one. All right, let's have a look. All right, who is your favourite 4.5 goalkeeper? I feel like if it wasn't this week, I'd say Petrovic. But if it's this week and I expect Kelleher to play, it's probably Kelleher. That's my honest opinion. Words and Gakpo, enough cover for Salah, or should I get Ekitike? Or Etikiko? Some of my friends can barely say his name. I think you just go one. I actually don't think you need to be worrying about covering Salah. There's a reason why I don't have Salah in my draft. I will sit there and admit it. I got it wrong if he goes absolutely ballistic. I just don't see it. I think he's slowing down. There's been too many changes in that Liverpool starting 11. I don't understand why people sit there and think that he's essential. He's definitely not essential. I think you can definitely take him on this season, and I'm going to be taking him on in Game Week 1, guaranteed. He's not coming in. I haven't even thought about bringing him in all pre-season. Let's have a look. Fellow Aussie. Hey, fellow Aussie in the chat. That's what we love to see. Bowen or Gyökeres. One eye on next week's Leeds matchup. I still prefer Bowen. I feel like he's more nailed. That's just my personal opinion. Gyökeres could be rotating with Havertz. There's definitely going to be some Arteta roulette this year. There's going to be no Jared Bowen roulette. He's going to be playing every single minute that he is available and fit for. Team, Sanchez, Porro, Milinkovic, Anderson, Palmer, Saka, Bruno, Gakpo, Watkins, Bowen, João Pedro, bench, Dubravka. Any critiques? All I will say is the Steve just worries me. I like having a strong bench. You can see my bench there. I've got no 4 million defender, and I have looked at getting a 4 million so I can get Collins in. If it wasn't for that, I really love your draft. I think your draft's great. Where is Dudu Raya? Someone whack him in the chat for old mate. After all that man did for you, yeah, put him in. You have big boots to fill after Nightmare, I know. I feel like Nightmare's inspired me, though. He's been great, and I enjoyed that. I kept the chat going, and it was great. All the boys were in there. He got 1K subs. I feel very grateful for that. He deserves a lot more. I probably deserve a lot more. Nah. I'm just talking piss now. Guess who's back? Peter is back, baby. He's back. I'm putting Daniel James of Leeds. No. Sorry, Shane. I don't like Daniel James from Leeds. I'll be honest. I need to carry up with the chat because I'm falling so far behind. I do apologise. But Daniel James at Leeds was the best business Man United ever did. They actually made a profit on Daniel James. And I'm a Man United fan, and I still can't believe that we made money on that man. Honestly, don't understand it. Don't understand it at all. Draft adrenaline still pumping through D-Unit's body. It is. I'm still going. I still don't know actually how I'm physically going, but I'm going. Are you from Perth? Originally, I was Toby from Perth. Moved to Kalgoorlie about 10 years ago. I've spent 3 years in the UK in London, which is why some of the times when I talk, you'll hear some slang. And I've got a lot of mates that are from up north that I talk to a lot that are from Newcastle or that area. So, yeah, I've got a bit of a mongrel accent. Hopefully it's fairly easy to understand. It gets harder the quicker I talk, from what I've been told anyway. Nuko Kura, he's my boy. I know he's my boy as well. I just can't fit him in. I've always said spending up in midfield and forward is what my teams are about. I'd rather spend up there than on the defence. It's just always been my philosophy. It was my philosophy last year. It got me top 5K. Hopefully it does the same this year. Arius is a really good shout. It was between him and Reindeers, to be honest with you. Again, a big shout out to Hakim for his contribution. Absolute champ, legend of the chat. All right, where are we? Spidey. Sells Dubravka, Milinkovic, Dekaipa, Juve, Truffett, Munoz, Bruno's, Saka, Palmer, Wirtz, Reindeers, Watkins, Mateta, Strand Larson. That is a mint draft. I didn't see an Anderson in there. I didn't see an Ndiaye in there. I tick that off. That's got the D-Unit seal of approval. Thank you very much. Why Richards over Lacroix? I haven't got the money for LaCroix. LaCroix's 5 mil, Richards is 4.5. That's the only reason why. Yes, let's make FPL fun again, 100%. That is what I'm here for. You guys deserve good content. You deserve to be entertained, to have someone talking passionately about the game that actually knows what's going on in the football world. Because, let's be honest, I'll call it out. If anyone watched Let's Talk FPL's deadline decisions video today, he wrote in there that Clivett is an option. He obviously didn't bother to watch Iriola's press conference like I did, because I was researching properly for the late mail. And he actually said that Justin is not an option. He's not going to be available. He's red flagged in FPL. Andy, sort yourself out, mate. I'll call that kind of nonsense out. Don't be spreading false information. You won't get that from me. Will Ahmad start? 100%. Ahmad's 100% a lock. If Dallo starts, I'll sit there and sincerely apologise, but we are a crap team if Ahmad is not starting against Arsenal. What do you think of adding Rodrigo and Haaland from Gameweek 6? I love that strategy. That's something that I'm looking at myself. Okay. You're starting with Salah, though, so, yeah, I have to do that a little bit myself. Fellaini, yes, we're on. Bro, D-Boy, here from the GC. Yeah, we are. I've still not made a draft, lol. I've been working all week. I'm cooked. Just copy that, Con. Con is the mini league winner from last year. He's in the chat. FPL Con won the D-Unit mini league last year. I'm going to get him on. Unfortunately, he lives in the UK. I live in Australia. Trying to get ourselves together is proving harder than I thought it was going to be. But he's 100% coming on. We will get him on for one of those things as well. Now's a good time to remind everyone, if you are in the chat and you're signed in, please smash a like on the stream. Share it with your friends as well, because we've got to break the cartel apart this year. And I can do that with all your support. Man said Fellaini. Yeah, he did, man. Fellaini. He's a goat. I used to play FIFA and just score goals with Fellaini. It was hilarious. Petrovic to Bradford and goals, basement defender. Yeah, Tosin, De Kuiper, Juve. Yeah, I don't mind that. Spence. I don't know about that. Goodmanson. Yeah, okay. Salah, Palmer, Saka, Bruno. Well, the stacked midfield. I like that. But then you got a pretty budget forward line. Raul, Jorgen, Strand-Larsen, and Thiago. You're probably better off just turning one of them into bench fodder and actually getting a decent forward. Rate my team. Yeah, just whack it in the chat. Whack it in the chat. I'll definitely get to your team. I am working for the chat. I'm aware I'm not used to having this many people in the chat, so I am getting there. I promise I will get to everyone. I might need to get a move on. I might need to go to shorter answers, but I'll do it. Fellaini, yep. How will Agbadou do? He'll do pretty good. Turn delay off, bro. It's too long. Yeah, I know. 100 viewers. Marmoush and Collins, Gapco, Kukuraya, Collins, yep. 7 same players. I don't need Rangers. It's a good choice. OG Peter Browse is here, yes. Hey, D-Unit and all in Murat's list. FPL FC. That's a pretty good draft. Croupy on the bench is interesting, but other than that, the rest of the squad's pretty good. I quite like it. Gakpo, Wirtz, or drop Gakpo for Bruno. I'd go Bruno. And you've got a Haaland draft. I'd go Bruno. Reindeers impressed me with his very first touches for Man City during club. Yeah, he's great. He's great. Got to run to the pub. Thoughts on this? Selzana, Juve, Van der Ven, Salah, Reindeer. I like that draft. Jamie Swift-Drake, fantastic draft, mate. Fantastic. Is Matoma nailed? No one at Brighton is nailed. If you are wondering about Brighton players, then definitely not nailed. Nice draft, Broski. Thank you very much, Con. I hate my draft. I'm cooked. I know, I've got to take you down this year, mate, honestly. My old account got deleted, so I'm back. Oh, Peter, that's no good to hear. But I'm glad to see your profile pictures back, and I'm glad to see you back in the chat. Opinions on Gyökeres. I wouldn't be going early doors. I'd wait a couple of weeks. Yeah, definitely wait and see, as someone said in the chat. Great work. Which is better, Ruder Fulkrug or Reindeers Ruder? Ruder Fulkrug. Hello from Serbia. Hello. Nice to see someone in there from Serbia. Sheshko is also a wait and see, 100%. Best 5.5 defender is definitely Milenkovic. I'll put my heart in that. Milenkovic is brilliant. Thank you very much, FPL Nima. I've just seen your comment. Absolute champ. So do you. You deserve a lot more as well. I think I've just missed a few people then. No, I haven't. Actually, I've definitely lost it. I've missed. Oh, there we go. My team is locked up then. Need to stop looking at it. Yep, just stop looking at it. That's what I did this morning. I was like, I'm happy with this. I'm doing it. Let's go. Who is the best captain in a no Salah Haaland draft? At the moment, I've got it on Bowen, but potentially that could be on Palmer by the end of the stream. Yeah, 100%. Let's get 100 likes. Let's do it. James, forgot about him. I wouldn't do James. I honestly wouldn't go there. It's, I think you'll regret it. Forwards, 4-4-2, 3-5-2. Selves. Nice. That's really good. I like that. That's a good draft. Gia, decent draft, mate. There's no Andersons in there. No one dies. Hey, that excites me. That excites me when I see that kind of a draft, boys. That excites the D-Unit. Where's the beer? We got the vodka, baby. We're upgraded from the beer. Any worries about Rangers' minutes with news that Rodri is getting... No, I think it actually benefits him. He's probably going to be playing further forward. I actually think that Rangers has been bought to be the new Kevin De Bruyne. Let's go, Mr. Unit. I want to... Brilliant. Thank you very much, Adam. I already have Williams. Sure. You could. Love the fighting talk. Yes, Bateman. I'm always about the fighting talk, baby. Mark, I'll say Munoz. Munoz, yep. Ironically, earlier today when I made that video, I literally flicked the cards and I was shocked that the card picked Pedro Porro over Munoz. That actually disappointed me. It disappointed me so much. I was actually gutted about it. What do you think of Tarkowski, my current 11? I think I might have missed someone becoming a member, so I do apologize if I did miss that. I feel like I saw it come up on my phone. Oh, Jamie Swift-Drake sent 1 FPL gift membership. What a man. Thank you very much, Jamie Swift-Drake. You are an absolute champion, legend of the chat. Thank you very much. Let's go, Mrs. Unit. She's not here, actually. In case anyone was wondering, she was on the stream yesterday. Yeah, she's actually safely. She's made it. She's driven 14 hours today to get to somewhere in WA. Same state. That's how big Australia is. It's mad. Where's Zach's the Mixer? He's on in the live stream tomorrow. We're good to go. Let's have a look. Give me Sheshko. Hello, Bailey. Nice to see you. Bailey's my cousin. He lives in Perth. Shout out to Bailey. I see him. And Zach from the RAF has joined the chat, boys. All right, the chat's about to explode now. Zach from the RAF is in. Zach, can you please put your team, write it out in the chat for everyone so we can all take the piss out of it, please, before you come on tomorrow. That would be fantastic. I'm eventually going to have Rodri and Rangers in mid. Yeah, I like that. FPL Zagel. What do you think of Tarkowski? I think Tarkowski's a sell. I wouldn't be rolling him into your Game Week 1 squads, especially with Brantford out injured. Thoughts on Sensi after Game Week 1? He had 9 returns before last. He's actually an option I've definitely looked at in my own team. He could come in. I'm not going to lie. He could come in by the deadline. Tarkowski was great until the injury. Yeah, exactly. He was great till then. If you can, thoughts on Ruda over Reindeers. I feel like Reindeers has still got the highest ceiling. I don't know why I'm saying that, but I feel like potentially he does. Is Sanchez, Tosin, Williams, Tarkowski, Salah, bringing in Saka for Salah is really tempting. Yeah, I like that. Mark Adams, the second part of that, definitely like that. Thoughts on Matoma? He's a risk. He's a minutes risk. Absolute minutes risk. 110 peeps, thank you. I'm so far behind in the chat. I do apologize. I'm normally way quicker than this. I'm just got so much to say to everyone's comments in here. Thoughts on Ekitike, 8.5 mil. He's nailed until they either bring Isaac in and then he's not nailed, and we won't know that until probably Game Week 3. That could happen on deadline day. Isaac could go to Liverpool on deadline day. It's definitely something that's possible, 100%. Hold on, what's this saying here? Oh, Leif Dahi. Oh, mate, I'm sorry. I'm butchering your name so bad. I do apologize. Leif Dahiat, welcome to the members club. What a man. Thank you for getting your badge in. Get yourself involved in the chat and make sure you hit up the WhatsApp group. The boys, my mods are in there. They're putting the link to the WhatsApp group. Please, if you want to talk all things FPL and you want to talk with like-minded people, it is free. We do not charge for the service. I'll never charge for it because I disagree with that. I feel like FPL should be something that's free for all. And if you want to donate to me by becoming a member, by all means, that just shows your appreciation. I'm not going to sit there and peddle it. Like a lot of FPL other content creators do. I'm not going to spam you a fantasy football hub that can't rate a team for crap. It's not me. Am I crazy for thinking Dewsbury Hall's a bargain for 5? He looks a bargain. I feel like he could also be just as big of a trap. Fellaini was the FIFA and Pro Evo GOAT stacked. Yep. Rate my team. Sells, Collins, Milinkovic, Struth. Oh, mate, my chat keeps on skipping, so I do apologise for this. I'm trying to catch up so bad. I'm so far behind. I like your team. Harry Maguire, I like your team. Leif, I like your team. I actually really like your team. Your team is sick, man. Thanks for checking my team. No problem at all. We'll change Spencer Trafford. Yeah, great move, buddy. Is this your final team? It's very close to my final team. I still want to bring Collins in. I'm undecided how I'm going to do that. That's the only question I've got. Any question, recaptaincy Palmer versus Bowen. Neil, you tell me, the governor, am I an idiot for picking Bowen as captain, or should I change it to Palmer? You're the West Ham guru. Please let the chat know. Please let me know your thoughts. Best 6.5 midfielder. End of the season, it'll be Ahmad. For now, it's probably Sarr. Bowen as captain, surely Wirtz. I'm willing to take a risk on Bowen, to be honest with you. I'm willing to take a risk. Is Nico Williams okay? Yeah, he is until they sign another left back. Yeah. Rin, congratulations. You won that membership by the looks of it. Is this your final team? Yes. Well, close to it. Romero for attacking. I just can't rate. Spurs assets are not for me. I just don't think they're a very good team. Everyone thinks that Frank's made them good. I'm not going to lie. I think they're crap. I don't think they've ever done anything like that makes me excited about him. Like, yeah. Yeah, big shout out to Jamie. What an absolute champ. What do you think of Tosin? He's definitely an option. The fact that Cole was out, I think Chelsea will sign another centre-back and then he won't be an option. If you had to start one and bench one, Bruno and Rangers, you're starting Bruno all day long. Saka or Mamouche? Saka. Definitely Saka. Yeah, definitely Saka. Hello, Mr. Anderson. Oh, my God. Make a captaincy poll. I'm actually a noob. I don't actually know how to make a captaincy poll live from Streamlabs. If someone can whack in the chat how I do it, I'm more than happy to whack it in. I've actually got no clues. Actually, you know what? No, I've got no clues. I'm not even going to sit there and lie. I actually got no... actually, hold on. Participants, time pad. Nah, I've got no idea. If someone can tell me how to do it, I'm happy to do it. No Anderson in my draft. Yes! FPL Nightmare. What a man. What a man. Thank you very much, Oscar. Yeah, we try to keep it as entertaining as humanly possible on here. And I do. I wish I could make a captaincy poll. Honestly, if you've got Haaland, I'd be captaining Haaland. That's my honest opinion on captaincy. The card actually picked Bruno over Haaland for its own captaincy yesterday as well. So, yeah, keep that in mind. All right, what do we got here? Oh, Kirshen Kistan, welcome to the Members Club. What an absolute champ, getting involved and getting your membership in. What a legend. Thank you very much. Let's have a look. What do you think of Trafford? I think if Trafford's playing, he's a great option. Why would you not want a Man City goalkeeper for 5 mil? Dirt cheap. Lacroix or 4.5 million Crystal Palace instead. So that's why I've got Richards at the moment, because I can't afford to get up to a 5 million defender. In reality, I could go for Lacroix, but if Gahey leaves, I feel like Crystal Palace's defence is worse, and that's why I want Collins instead. That's just my thought process at the moment. Tosin and Lacroix for Collins, or yeah, as I said, I think I'd probably go Collins and Richards. More nailed. WWE Zach. Yeah, Zachy. 4.5 million defender Richards and keep the extra 0.5. Yeah, you could do that. Double Anderson can go in the bin. Yeah, if I had a bin here and I could show you the bin, I'd bin it. Third proper year of doing FPL. Let's do it. Yes. Stranger Anderson and Tarkowski are leaving the cartel's teams and triple Tottenham defence is coming in. It's disgraceful. It's absolutely disgraceful, Bateman. Unbelievably disgraceful, that move from the cartel. Can't be anything to do with the updated review drafts. Unbelievably bad. Where's Timu Jesus? Timu Jesus is actually on his Bucks stag do. He did invite me. Unfortunately, my idiot best mate decided that he'd do the stag do and organise a week's trip away when it's the middle of school. So I couldn't leave because I'm actually working. I couldn't get a week off for it. So instead, I'm here doing this because I wouldn't be doing this if I was in Bali because I'd probably be way too drunk to be doing it. That's where Timu Jesus is. Good luck to him. I hope he's having a great time. And let's have a drink on Timu Jesus' behalf because, my God, he loves a drink, that man. All right. Why Dorgu? I actually I've toyed up between having Dorgu and Yoro. Yoro, I think, is actually more nailed, potentially, but Dorgu's got the attacking upside. And I can't sit there and just turn down a player that's got attacking upside. I am a forward at heart. I love goals. I love assists. I'm not going to be sitting there tonight with my notepad and pen making notes about defensive contributions. What a pile of boring bollocks. Absolute boring bollocks. Who would want to do that? It would make me want to just sit there and delete FPL. I don't know why they've done it, to be honest with you. Honestly, don't know why. I'm almost caught up with the chat. This is good. What do you think of downgrading a 4.5 to Hoover and bringing Collins? I've thought about this. I've really thought about this. And yes, welcome, Leaf, once again. But you told me in DMs that you love Hub. I was waiting for it. I've been waiting for that all stream. Someone to sit there and go, oh, you're actually fan. I'll tell you all an interesting story because everyone loves an interesting story. And on this channel, we're pretty anti-AI. You can tell from the chat we're anti-AI. And I've got a few people in there trying to bait me. I'm going to fall for the bait. But essentially, I actually sit there and I just wanted to be able to use the, like some of the tools for free. So I actually sent Football Fantasy Hub. I don't want to give them a plug because I think that their rank your teams or whatever it is, their live AI ratings are absolutely nonsense because last year I finished top 5K and my team never went over 90% game week rating. So you tell me how your algorithm can't pick up a top 5K manager. That's all I'll say to that nonsense. But I wanted to be able to use some of the features so I could sit there and rip it and put it into my data for when I do my own research. So it'd be easier for me to make my graphics rather than me sitting there having to do it all manually myself. So I sent them a message and they're like, oh yeah, we'd be happy to have you as an affiliate. All you have to do is put the link in your videos down the bottom and you can sign up using my code. You know what? I'm not about that. I'm not here to sit there and make money. I'm here to sit there and entertain the masses out there. I'm telling you, once eventually YouTube starts pushing my stuff to the UK, the cartel are going to be starting to run scared. I'm telling you, we're coming for them. The D-Unit community is definitely coming for them. FPL Nightmares community is coming for them. FPL Have a Beer probably needs to sit there and realize that he wants to be part of the new cartel and he'll probably come along for the ride as well. With that being said, let's get back to the comments. That's what we're here for, right? Answer the comments, D-Unit. Come on. All right, wanted to go Milinkovic, Poro, triple Forest defense, I think, is a little much. That's all I'll say. Double defense, I'm always scared. I'm actually scared about double defense as well myself, but I'm going it. I think I'm going it. I'm also... Or... No, I'm not doing that. I just had a weird thought. I'm not doing that. All right, locked in. Mark Quinn. Love it. Looks good, mate. That's a good draft. Exciting as well. Harlan captain. Love it. Dewsbury Hall. Dewsbury full more like. Yeah, I like that. If you would have to remove one of Saka, Palmer or Fernandez, who would you remove and why? I'd probably remove Saka because there's an argument he's not on penalties. Now, I'm going to give you guys all a bit of a hot tip because the cartel are probably keeping it hush-hush. But apparently there's a rumor going around that referees are going to be pinging players in the box holding. Now, I can't see how that's going to work because we're going to have 10 penalties a game. But apparently they're going to be hotter on if someone's pulling a shirt a little bit, they're going to pay a penalty, which just sounds stupid to me. But just keep that in mind. So for that reason, Saka may not be on penalties. We really don't know. It's just a pure guessing game, really. So for that reason, he's probably the one that misses out from those three for me. Yeah, join the chat. Yeah, definitely. There's a lot of people in there that will answer your questions as well. It's great. I love it. I wake up and there's 700 messages and then I don't even know where to start. But that's good. I love that. I wanted to create and foster a community where people could sit there and talk about FPL, have some banter. I do like banter. You can take the piss out of me all you want. I'm not going to sit there and take it offensively, but just be prepared. I'm going to take it back. Start due for the Goalkeeper. New to the D-Unit this week. You've had your eyes aligned, my friend. Thankfully, the YouTube algorithm has found you. I feel like it's that juice. Hi, Farrington. I'm good. How are you? Late night Oz streams is top commitment. I know. There's another one next week as well. There's a Friday night deadline stream next week as well. Absolutely madness. Thoughts on Sanchez, Milinkovic, Juve, Lacroix, Esteve, or Ain't Nori words? That's pretty decent. Not going to lie, that's a pretty good draft, Alvin. That looks pretty good. Again, your only problem is that you've got Gooey as a dead spot on the bench. You're never going to want to play him, really. Unless he starts absolutely going crazy, and then Chelsea are like, why the hell do we give you Gooey? Which I don't see happening, to be honest. But it definitely, that's all I'll say about that. Again, thank you very much for Kirshen. I've just caught up to your point in the chat. Van der Veen. Hi, mate. City, still linked to Donnarumma. Yeah, that could be a sign. Maybe that's why Edison hasn't travelled, because Donnarumma's coming. It's possible. Donnarumma's going to end up at either Man United, Man City, or Chelsea. If I was a betting man, I'd say Chelsea, but that kind of news makes me think it's more Man City. So keep that in mind. Maybe Trafford isn't a good option until we know where Donnarumma is going to end. Hello again. I'm behind on the chat. I am still catching up. You'll have to bear with me. There's a lot of chat going on. I'm almost there, though, I think. Actually, I think I am almost there. No, I'm not. Yes, I am. Yes, I'm very close. Let's Wirtz or Mamouche? Wirtz. If you had to leave one out of Wirtz, Saka, Palmer, Fernandez, which one would you leave out? Wirtz, because we don't know how he's actually going to go in the Premier League, and that's the only reason why. Torn between Haaland and Zubimendi or Watkins and Wirtz, and 2 million in the bank. I think I'd go Watkins and Wirtz. Would you pick Mateta as the 7.5 million striker if you had to pick a 7.5? Yes. Thoughts on Ruda have 6 million to spend. Tick. D, shall I delay the chat for you? Nah, it's all right. I'll catch up. I'm on track. I'm very close. Marmoush and Bowen or Saka and Strand Larsen? Saka and Strand Larsen. They're nailed. Nailed for minutes. Marmoush, Pepperlet. Can Wirtz and Gakpo cover Salah? Yes, they definitely can. Shazran. Haaland's first 3 fixtures look way better than Salah's. Exactly. I don't understand why everyone's going Salah. If you are literally playing the fixtures played, the fixtures are way better for Haaland than Salah. I don't understand. I feel like if I was to go for either of them, it'd be Haaland all day long. The fixtures look so much better on paper. A very good comment in the chat. If Van Linson down to Strand Larsen, I know, I am aware that move gets it in. Originally, that was what it was as well. It was Strand Larsen instead of a Van Linson, and it was Richards up to Collins. That was the team originally. But then I changed it because I really want a Van Linson. All right, I will have a look at the info in a second, Rahi. I promise. Yeah, thoughts on my team. Harry Maguire, looking good, baby. Nathaniel. All right, there's no Andersons in there. Love it. That looks pretty good. Looks spicy as well. And you've only really got one dud spot on the bench. That's actually really sexy. I love that draft. UK here. Yes, that's the aim. Be the best FPL show going around. Best at deadline stream. This is where the entertainment's going to be. I'm here for it. Hopefully you guys are here for it as well. FPL have a beer, need some brainwashing by us lot. Last night was... Reindeer is pulling the sleigh faster than the cartel can handle. 100% he is, man. 100%. Big D. D, my wife has captaincy on Bowen as well as you, but not sure about Parman. Definite Bowen. Mate, if your wife has got captaincy on Bowen, I'm on board. I'm all on board your wife's decision-making. It sounds much better than mine. Darius is, have you made a new logo for the channel if you would like to see it? What? Have you made me a logo or have I made a logo? Yeah, there's a couple on there. Oh, yeah, that's the football club logo, by the way. I designed myself. It's on the football shirt. By the way, for anyone that's watching, make sure you join the league code because we have got a decent prize. I've got to find it now. What have I done with it? I put it up here before. I'm like Mark Goldbridge, fumbling around like, what did I do with this? Oh, here it is. I was like, sitting there looking at me right in the face. So this year, I am giving away to the winner of the FPL thing. You can beat the FPL D-Unit chat. And actually a really cool shirt. So you would have seen this in some of the video thumbnails. So I've obviously designed it myself. It's got the FPL D-Unit logo on the back. And if you win, you get your rank printed on the side, which is over here. So last year I got my rank printed, 4,881. And on the back, You send me your number that you want, the name that you want, and I'm going to send it out to you as the league winner. So that's encouragement enough to join the league code. It's free to do. Make sure you do it as well. Again, this is a great time to smash a like as well. Zach, this is a very bad time for you to be having internet issues 100%. I'm almost caught up, I think. I must be close because the chat is now moving downwards rather than standing static. Actually, maybe it's not. Yeah, it is. I'm very close. Marmoush or Gakpo? Gakpo, just at the moment. Ruta versus Reindeers. Reindeers, when will I be accepted in the WhatsApp group? Oscar, Rahi, Semenyo, if you see Oscar's name up there, accept him in. The two people that have been sitting in there for the last 2 days, just delete their requests. They haven't responded to my chat. So yeah, give him an entrance. Bowen and Reindeers or Strand Larson and Rogers? Bowen and Reindeers. I like Bowen. I just think Bowen's nailed, man. I just feel like Bowen's really nailed. 8 Nori or Mateus Nunes? 8 Nori I think is going to be more nailed, but I feel like Mateus Nunes can be just as explosive as 8 Nori. It's just a matter of who gets pep related. Honestly, it just matters who gets pep related. As long as you got a good bench, it doesn't matter. Mateus Nunes doesn't come off the bench when he's benched. So for that reason, maybe that's the one you go for. I feel like 8 Nori will come off the bench more than Mateus Nunes. Get you those 1-pointers when he gets pep related. That's just my thoughts at the moment. Salah is okay if you plan to go down to other players. Yeah. But that you're basically booking in a transfer. You have to transfer Salah out at some point. Like, that's a fact. Unless, like, I'm kind of on free hit 4 at the moment because then I can have Salah for the one fixture I actually want him, and that's Burnley. Now, if he stinks it up the first 3 weeks, I won't be free hitting in game week 4, I can tell you that much. But yeah, it's definitely a wait and see for me. 8 Nori captain forts. Oh, that is very, very bold. I don't mind it though. It's kind of cool. I've made a logo for you. Yes, I'll definitely check it out, Bailey. By all means, just send it to me in Messenger and I'll have a look. Sounds cool to me. Oh my God, I've almost caught up on the chat. We're getting there, boys. I'm getting there. I will go for Haaland because the fixtures is much easier for Man City. Agreed. Than Liverpool, especially the first 3 codes. What is the code? This way, down there. M73WLE is the code to join the league. Right there on the screen. League code on the screen. Make sure you whack that in. You can't go wrong. P.S. My wife did whip me in FPL last season, and don't go there with a whip. Fair enough. Sanchez Ashanan Palawal. Sorry, I think I butchered your name there, mate. All right, you're going to Salah draft. Yeah, I was going to say your other players are kind of weak, but that makes sense. If you think Salah's going to be great, by all means, go him. I'm not sitting there trying to tell you don't go him. I'm just not going him, and I'm not going to be going him. That's all I'm saying. Please, can you donate to charity if I win your mini league instead? Yeah, I can definitely do that. Yep, I can definitely do that, Bateman. I'm more than happy to donate to charity instead. If you don't want the shirt, I'm more than happy to do that. Probably saves me a lot of pissing around, to be honest with you. So I'm quite happy about that, if that's all you want to do. Tielemans or Rogers? Rogers, more attacking upside, wonder. Surely you changed Milinkovic for Nico Williams and Evanilson to João Pedro. No chances at all. João Pedro is not nailed for minutes at all. I've got no interest in João Pedro. I'm happy to take him on. Can't wait till he's benched and comes on for 20 minutes in the first couple of game weeks. I've decided on Haaland, Evanilson, and Strand Larson up front. Yeah, don't mind that. But save some money, yeah. I actually looked at a really cool Haaland draft before, by the way, and it looked sick. I'm not even going to lie. Bowen 4-pointer incoming for... Steady down, Zach. Steady down. You might not be invited onto the stream tomorrow. What about Cunha? No chances. I want to see how Man United play and develop before I bring Cunha in. I'm almost caught up with the chat. This is brilliant. Are Fulham still looking for a new... They're looking for new players in general. I don't think they're being able to sign anyone. Fulham are definitely going to have some movement there. Start Konza or Strand Larson? Konza's horrible for DC. I feel like Newcastle score in that game. Strand Larson could score against Man City, so I'm going to say Strand Larson. Are you starting Reindeers or Evanilson? I'm starting Reindeers. I think he can score against Liverpool tonight as well. I feel like I actually predicted that FPL Juve 3-1 as a game. I could definitely see that 100% happening. How risky is going about Liverpool and Villa for first 4 game weeks? That is exceptionally risky on the Villa part. On the Liverpool part, I can kind of get on board. FPL Ryan, copy your team D-Unit. Because FPL Ryan knows I'm an absolute guru at FPL. Thank you, FPL Ryan, for copying my team. Strand last on Evanlinson. I like Evanlinson more. That's why I've got Evanlinson. That's why I'm stuck with these 4.5 things at the moment. Let's have a look here. Peter Gaskin, what an absolute champ. Thank you very much for that. The super chat. Going Collins and Nunes in defense, thanks to your nightmare. Going against the template with Milenkovic and Dorgu. I like that. I actually really like that. That's a really good shout. Part of me really wants to get Nunes. I'm just torn because it means I have to pull money out of the forward 8, and I don't want to pull money out of the forward 8. Everyone knows last season I spent next to nothing in my defense. It just wasn't for me spending up money in defense. Ekatike outscores Salah. Yeah, I reckon there's a good chance, Daniel. Reckon there's a great chance. Who do you think is the best 7.5 million attacker? I think by the end of the season it might be Šeško, but in game week 1 it's not. I think in game week 1 it's probably Mateta. By the end of the season, though, I think that Šeško might be the best one. Jorginho is going to propel me to new FPL heights. I like it. Love the differential. Can we please pray for Timu Jesus? I know. I hope he makes it back to Australia. I hope he doesn't get locked up in prison in Bali and we hear about him getting shot, because that'd be very disappointing. He would actually physically have to come back from the grave. So, yeah, we're going to have to... Sorry, Timu Jesus, but we love you. We love you. We love Tom. The chat loves Tom. We all love a bit of Tom. Gakpo and Rogers or Wirtz and Sarr? Gakpo, Rogers or Wirtz and Sarr? I feel like Wirtz and Sarr's better. 3 times Crystal Palace. Mateta, Sarr, Munoz, free 500 points. Yeah. Oh, mate, I know. It's hard to believe I'm still going. Honestly, I'm tired. I'm actually beyond tired now. I've been up since 4 a.m. and we're now just clocked past 20 past 12 the next day. So I'm approaching like a long time in the thing. But yeah, we're going to the end, boys. We're going to the ends. Predict the 3 relegated teams. I actually said West Ham in my predictions a few weeks ago. I'm changing my mind. I think it's likely to be Burnley will finish 20th. And then it gets tough. I feel like Wolves are going to go down. I don't know why. I just feel like Wolves are going to go down. And Spurs. Any Spurs fan in the chat? Any Spurs fans in the chat? What do you think about that? I mean, they finished 17th last year, right? They couldn't keep a clean sheet. They haven't upgraded their squad. They've replaced Son with Kudos, and Son was way better than what Kudos is. Tell me how Spurs get better. With the Champions League games to consider as well, I feel like Frank is just going to... I feel sorry for Frank. He had a better team at Brentford than he does at Spurs. It's a mad shout. Realistically, it's probably going to be Sunderland or Leeds joining Wolves. But I reckon Spurs are not out of the woods. I honestly feel like they could be in trouble this season. Keeper that starts the City. It could be Donnarumma by the end of the 3rd week. Yeah, I've seen that, Bailey. I will check that later, buddy. I'm not going to check it now. Bruce, Reindeers and Cunha or Rogers and Ruta? Rogers and Ruta. Definitely Rogers and Ruta. Darius, start our Challenge League. Yes, that will be on at the end of the stream. When the deadline passes, we are going to go over to FPL Challenge. We'll have a look at that, and we'll have a look at that. Why not bench boost this week? Because I don't think Evanlinson's going to score. And I don't really rate Dorgu against Arsenal. And it'll be Richards against Chelsea. Doesn't feel that good. Yeah. Is it okay to have Ruta in my starting 11 every week? Yeah. I mean, you probably want some bench cover because he is going to get benched and probably rotated at Brighton, but just keep that in mind. Start Evanlinson or Eze? Eze. Definitely Eze. Spurs getting relegated would be peak football. I know, it'd be hilarious, wouldn't it? Richards or Anderson? Richards. All right, I've caught up with the chat. I can't believe this. Oh, no, hold on. One more. Love how no one in the chat has even said the name and die. They know they're probably going to get banned from the chat. No. You can say what you want in the chat. I honestly don't care. If you want to talk about and die, we'll talk about and die. But it's not going to be pretty. It's not going to be pretty at all. Not going to be pretty at all. Is Dubravka nailed started for game week 1? Good question. I'm hoping he is. To be honest with you, it just means I can have cells and goal, and I think that having cells and goals is probably the best option. For the first 6 weeks, and I'm looking at the first 6 weeks, I always look at the FDR, and the FDR is king. Never look too far ahead. 6 weeks is a long time in FPL. When they're giving you 2 times chips of everything, you've got to keep that in mind. Why not? So, I was originally going to downgrade to Gakpo. However, some bloke left a comment on my late mail video that loves the content and basically said that he was a Dortmund fan, and every time that Wirtz showed up and played for Leverkusen, he was just a next level player. And I was like, going, if some rival fan's saying that about a bloke that's signed for another club, that makes me pay attention. And he's from Poland as well, so it's not like he's biased. So for that reason, I just think that, yeah, it's just the way it is. Nico Williams and Munoz, or Nico Williams plus Milenkovic or Murillo? Milenkovic. But I don't think I'd want Williams and Milenkovic. I think I just want Milenkovic. Because Milenkovic scores with his big slab head. Murillo does not score. He'll probably score against Brentford now that I've said that. This is a forbidden word. Everton attackers are duds. Yep, 100%. What Leaf just said in the chat. Leif said in the chat. Oh my God, I'm so bad with names. I apologize. I talk to so many people all the time with their names. Thoughts on Grealish game week 1? Don't go there. Just don't go there. Honestly, don't go there. Dorgu or Joof? Very good question. Dorgu or Joof? Joof. There you go. I thought I was going to say that as well. I was going to say Joof, so I just wanted to check the card was on the same wavelength as me. Would you have Saka or Bruno? Pick one. Let's ask the card. I've got them both, so I'm quite happy with both. Saka, Bruno. Saka. Carbon Saka. There we go. What's the appeal behind Ndiaye anyway? Very good question. If someone could answer that, please let me know. Game week 1, Captain Bowen. Yep, we're all here for it. Would you have Watkins or Bowen? Pick one and why. I feel like there's still a chance that Watkins could get sold by Aston Villa. I feel like there's still a chance of that happening. But I think he's going to score more points than Bowen this season. Yep. Believe it not possible now. Yeah, probably not. I don't know. I haven't been keeping on with the transfer news, but Brighton seem to want to sell him for over 100 mil, so I don't think it's going to happen. That was me who said the stuff about Wirtz, not from Poland. Also an Aussie. Sorry, Toby. My bad. I was looking at a lot of comments today, and I was replying to them all, so I must have got you kind of mixed up. But there you go. Fantastic. There we go. Toby can tell you himself in the chat, which is brilliant. Have we decided Bowen versus Palmer captain yet? Sorry, jumping back in. No, we haven't. I'm going to defer that to the card. A little bit closer to the deadline. We're still an hour away. Actually, I should probably do it pretty soon because you never know. FPL website might go down. Any opinion on Maatsen Villa? I think Maatsen's a great option. The problem is Luca Dean's still at the club. And if Luca Dean's still at the club, there's a chance he's not playing like from week to week. That's the honest opinion on that. But Nuno... No, not really. I don't think Nuno's comments put me off Forest defence, really. Lots of people bringing in Tosin tonight. I'd be cautious about that. I feel like Maresca's press conference basically said that they want to sign a defender. That's what I read into it. Bench is actually really good. Well, half good for Bogdan. Well done. The only appeal behind Ndiaye is that he's on penalties and nailed on that left wing spot, according to Andy Macho Nate. Yes, Rahi. Brilliant, brilliant. Peter, Pickford, Milenko? Is that Milenkovic? I'm assuming it's Milenkovic. Murillo, Nunes, Collins. Wow, you spent up big at the back. I like that. That's different. That's nice. That's sexy. I like it. Some really good differential shouts in there. How good's that bench, man? That bench is sick. I know. And differential picks as well. I love that. I love that. Yeah, exactly. We're about to tick over 1 hour to the deadline. The counter is going down, boys. The counter is going down. I have to keep an eye on that myself, to be honest with you. Fab and Omi said that the Belieber deal is off. There we go. If the Belieber deal's off, that means that Man United are going to pivot somewhere. There's no way they are going into the season with Bruno Fernandes and Casemiro as the starting duo. It's just not going to happen. Well, it can't happen, or else we're probably finishing 15th again. 8 Nori or Pedro Porro? Pedro Porro is 0.5 million cheaper, but he plays for Spurs, and 8 Nori is at risk of Pep Roulette, and he plays for Man City. I still feel like 8 Nori is a better player. What about Hoover instead of Agbadou? Does save money, and he will probably start the early games, or you don't rate Wolves to... I think this is a really good question. I think if I was to sit there and get Hoover for 4 mil and then upgrade, say... So it would probably be Richards and Dorgu that make way in that move, right? So one of them would become a 4 million defender, and the other one would become a 5 million Collins. But then I kind of lose the rotation with my defenders, right? And I'm all about the rotation. I want to be able to play players in their good fixtures. I'll move them out. I'll even transfer them out if I don't like them for certain weeks. I'm not someone that sits there and rolls to 5 free transfers because that's just boring as batshit. But yeah, I don't know. Hoover just doesn't inspire me. I don't want to sit there and bring someone in at the start of the season. I'm going to have to transfer out. He sounds like a Barco, right? They sign someone to play in his spot, and then all of a sudden he's no good. That's what that kind of a move kind of thinks for me anyway. What about Minte or Kudos? Minte all day long. He probably might not be as nailed for minutes, but I still prefer Minte instead of Kudos. Yeah, time to get nervous, Bateman. Are you nervous? Are you nervous? Have you got your team locked in? Will the website go down? That is the key question, ladies and gentlemen. Will the website crash? That's the question. Man U will get Hoydman from Sporting. I agree. I think that he would be a great signing, judging from what I've seen from the Sporting games. Plus, he knows how Amram wants to play, so you feel like that would aid him if he comes in late as well. So that's obviously a good thing too. And Nkunku saves you 4 million and covers Palmer. Oh, we should just bring in Nkunku in for the lols, shouldn't we? By the way, I'm about to put up my AI draft that I created that I'm going to save as my actual team. Definitely not happening. Don't worry. There's no AI bots in here. Yes, the website will crash. Yeah, definitely don't do it last minute. That's for sure. Convince me why Vicario is a better option than Sells. He's not. Unless you want to be getting a lot less points, then he's a good option. All right, Hayden. Sanchez, Milinkovic, Diouf, Nico, Tielemans, Bruno, Wirtz, Palmer, Saka, Bowen, Watkins, bench to Bravka, Esteve, Gui, Trana. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good draft, man. That's a nice draft. I don't mind that. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Williams and Ruda versus Milinkovic and Reindeers. Milinkovic just outscores Williams. I'll be shocked if he doesn't outscore Williams. Honestly, I'll be absolutely shocked. Can you suggest first, use 3-4-3, already have Watkins and Pedro, still have 8 million. What? I need to see the rest of the team. I need to see the rest of the team. What am I using 8 million on? Yeah, I need to see your team. 100% the website. You would think the website's going to crash anyway. Konsa is a cheap way into the Liverpool defence. Yes, he is. A very cheap option. If you're willing to take a risk that Konsa comes back to the Premier League this season, he's a very good option. I couldn't agree more. Best 4 million defender on bench boost. Depends on when you're playing your bench boost, is the honest answer to that question. Bateman more template than Let's Talk FPL. Luke, love it. Love to see that. Luke, one of the resident blokes in the chat. Konza isn't there anymore, mate. Yes, that is correct. He's not. If you haven't realised, you're getting baited. Yes, Bateman, quality response. Luke will appreciate that. Hello. Thank you very much to Harry T2RBO. Hey, do you prefer Bruno plus Gakpo or Palmer plus Ruta? That's a hard one. That's a really hard question, man. Honestly. I feel like I'd probably lean towards Bruno, but that might be my Man United bias kicking in. But I feel like Gakpo's a better option than Ruta. That is such a tough question. I feel like both are really good options. You can make arguments for both. You know what we'll do? We'll just defer to the card, mate, because that's one I really struggle with. Bruno and Gakpo or Palmer and Ruta. All right, it's gone with Bruno. The card has gone with Bruno. That is my response. 2 accounts in 1 league. I hope Haaland draft, but the other Salah draft. Yep, fair. Maybe you should make a third one, then you have neither. That'd be pretty good as well. I understand the appeal to have a 4.5 million. Yeah, I know. When do you want to play a 4.5 million striker? By the way, if you have a look, there's a graphic going around of all the other big FPL content creators, and they all have Mark Gehi in their attack. It's disgusting how similar their drafts are. They honestly don't either. They either sit there and talk to each other and agree, this is what we're going to do to make sure that we get a rank that's respectable. They're never going to win FPL. They're actually impossible to win FPL playing the way they play. You've got to take risks. Almost everyone that does it, that's how you win FPL. That's my only advice I can give you. The bloke that did it last year bought in Foden when I bought in Foden. The cartel weren't interested in Foden at all last year. So just keep that in mind. Keep that in mind, folks. Keep that in mind. I'll take pretty good from D-Unit. Cheers, mate. Yeah, it's good. I like it. Yes, Bateman. Yes, I love it. It was his advice this time last season. 100%. It was horrible advice. This is the problem. The cartel's on double Spurs defense. Tell me anyone in the chat how that's good next week. Your double Spurs defense against Manchester City next week. Tell me in what world that is a good move. Because it's not. It is a horrible disaster waiting to happen. That's a fact. Unless a miracle happens, and I can't see a miracle happening. Gakpo or Bruno? Bruno. Never fall for the experts' cheap gem advice. Remember, yeah, 100%. They literally will sell you down a garden river. That's why I was like not interested in Marlon. Like his minutes are just no good. The 9 Westy 9. I like that draft. That's decent, man. I like it. Very nice. Good idea. Be right back. Yep. Gakpo or Ekitike for captain. Oh, spicy. I feel like I'd go Gakpo over Ekitike. Let's defer to the card. Gakpo, Ekitike. Card agrees. Gakpo. Oh, this is going to be brilliant. I can't wait to get to Bateman's response. I won't do a third draft because it's long. Yep. FPL Harry said exactly what you just said about playing style. Yep. He's probably watching my stream and realizing he's boring as batshit. I'm calling him out tonight. It's hilarious. Is Saka being overlooked because of the... Yeah, I probably is. I mean, Arsenal's fixtures for the first 6 aren't ideal. That's probably why he's being overlooked. I reckon Mrs. D-Unit is going to spank you this season. She probably will, mate. She probably will. The casuals always do really well. I've got no problem with that. If my missus beats me, I'll be like, hands up. I'm sitting here waffling crap every week and you're still beating me. Robert Light, you know what I don't understand? Why build the same draft thinking they're going to get the same views over and over? I know. The thing is, unfortunately, this is how the YouTube algorithm works, right? Because they have a monopoly on it, all their stuff goes out, right? And you can't really compete with it because it just gets sent out. The only way that you can compete with it is that people like you lot, when you join the streams, you need to smash a like. You know what you need to do? You need to actually share it on X. Get it out there to as many places as possible because that's the only way you can break a monopoly. And the good news is that all you people in this chat right now have come here because you're sick of watching the same rubbish that gets spat out every season. And trust me, I've actually gone back and watched videos from 3-4 years ago because I only started this last year, right? And I was learning on the ropes. And this year I feel like I've come back and I'm me. This is what I'm like in real life. I'll sit there, I'll have an opinion, etc., etc. And I'll cook people and I'll cook players, I'll cook teams and I'll cook strategies Quite happy. And I'll own it when my team sucks. I'll own it. I'll be the first to say I got it wrong. It was like last year when I got the triple captain on Haaland. Horribly wrong for 2 points. That was brilliant. That was great times. But it didn't affect me because I still finished top 5K. So all I'll say is that those people, they're more aimed at, but they do this to make money. I do this for fun. I do this for entertainment. I literally do, I teach an education 5 days a week. I don't rely on this for anything. I literally do this because I enjoy talking about football and it gives me a chance to interact with all you wonderful people. So yeah, all I can say is that if you want to sit there and break the monopoly, I'm going to need your help because I can't do it by myself. Unfortunately, YouTube sits there and actually sends my stuff majority of the time to people in Australia because that's where I'm uploading from. Unfortunately, the people that found me in the UK and other places have to sift down a fair few places because you won't find me in the top little bit there. So if you want to help me out, that's the best advice I can give. Just share. And eventually, I'll crack that UK market, and then the cartel will definitely have me in the gun because they'll know that their stuff is monotone, it's boring, it's pretty much all identically the same. So yeah, that's all I'll say on that. All right, let's have a look. All right, Rahi sent me something. I'm going to quickly check in my thing. Bear with me 1 second. All right, so Rahi sent me something. All right, best FPL forwards under 8 million. All right, this is from Rob T. He's actually really good. I don't mind giving him a shout out because he's actually quite good. So Mateta comes in at number 1. Wood, Solanke, João Pedro, and then Evanlinson. Wow, Evanlinson comes in at number 5. Oh, that's for this week, I'm guessing. Okay, that makes a bit more sense. Hold on, let me open up a bit more. All right. Oh, first 1 to 6 weeks. Okay, so if Vanlinson's going to score, that can't be right. He's going to score the same amount of points as João Pedro, Solanke, Wood, and Mateta pretty much. Mateta's going to win it by 2 points. So there you go. That's some interesting predictions for you right there. Projected goals. Liverpool 2.62 tonight. Brighton 1. So we are expecting, Bournemouth. We're expecting Brighton and Fulham both to score. We're expecting Sunderland and West Ham both to score. We're expecting Nottingham Forest and Brentford both to score. Same with Arsenal and Man United, which is interesting. Same with Aston Villa and Newcastle. Tottenham are expected to score 2 goals against Burnley 0.77, but it probably hasn't factored in that Tottenham are going to score an own goal. Wolves are under 1 goal. Man City are over 2 goals. Man City actually have the highest expected goals this week outside of Liverpool, and then it's Chelsea. So that's interesting. Liverpool highly favoured tonight. There'd be a real shock if they didn't. All right, these stats have got it wrong. Burnley should be more than 10% for a win against Spurs. They should be more than 10% for a win against Spurs. Top projected FPL points for game week 1. Salah is predicted at 8.2, Palmer 6.8, Haaland 6.8, Wirtz 6, Ekitike 5.7, Pedro Porro 5.5, Saka 5.3, Bruno 4.9, Romero 4.9, Bowen 4.9. So essentially it's telling me I should pick Palmer. All right, so the projected goal margins. Haaland's leading the way, followed by Salah, Ekitike. The Pigeon comes in at number 4, boys. That's interesting. Palmer number 5, Wood, Gyökeres, Welbeck, Watkins, João Pedro, Marmoush, Bowen is down at number 12. That's not exciting. I think I'm going to go against that, to be honest. Kudus comes in at number 21. Piss off. Bruno's in at number 40. That's interesting. That's interesting. There we go. All right, back to the chat. Let's have a look. How are we going? 45 minutes to the deadline, folks. Make sure you got those teams sorted. The FPL crash is definitely on its way. You would think anyway. You would think it's on its way anyway. All right, Mateta or Sarr or Valance and Rodgers. I don't think I'd want to double up on the Crystal Palace assets at this point in the time. Usually Man City lose to Tottenham, but usually Tottenham have Son and Kane. Yep, so you would expect Man City to win. Have I missed something? Is Cartel the general AI stats FPL? Yeah. Just type in FPL and they'll all show up. It'll be the first 5 or 6 blokes that show up on YouTube. That's the Cartel. Hi, which 6 million defender do you think is best for the first few game weeks? I think it's Cucurella. Pedro? I think it's Kukurea. Gakpo or Haaland for captain? Haaland for me. Based on those odds I just watched then, Haaland's definitely the one that's expecting the most amount of goals based on the bookies odds. Mateta and Gakpo or Ekitike and Sarr? Oh, Mateta and Gakpo. Mateta and Gakpo. I had to think about that one. That was a difficult question. Who would you prefer alongside Bruno? Mbuemo, Ahmad, or Cunha? Ahmad. Ahmad's going to be great. I'm telling you straight off the bat. He's way underpriced. Leif. Liverpool have a new defender to replace for inevitably injured Konate. Yeah, exactly. Imagine he'll be cheap. Yeah, the problem is like there's been rumours of them going for Gahey or whatever, but a lot of Liverpool fans don't think that he'd be nailed if he went there. They think Konate starts in front of him. Konate's in his last year of his contract, though, so that's also problematic for Liverpool. Which 6 million defender is best for the first game weeks? I think I covered that one, didn't I? Those 7.3 points will hit like a pint of Red Bull. Sorry, 7 points. All right, maybe I'm behind in the chat. Have I missed some stuff? I've definitely missed some stuff. All right, I've definitely missed some stuff. What's going on here? I apologize. I might have skipped a whole bunch of chat. I don't even know where I am anymore. I am trying to keep up as best I can. Oh, forward on Kukurea. Here we go. Hold on. Let's go here. All right, down. Oh my God, my computer's not even working for me now. It's like having a whinge about something. All right. Saka or Rogers, flip the card. I'm just going to go there because I'm kind of lost where I'm going. Oh, yeah, no, I am caught up. All right. I think. Aloha from Hawaii. Sorry. Tiger Twan. Hello. Is Rogers fit to play? I'm not sure. Has anyone seen the Villa press conference? I feel like potentially he is. Keane, Everton or Richards, Crystal Palace or Juve, West Ham? Daniel, 100% Juve all day long. So what was it? Saka or Rogers? Rahi. Saka. Saka is on the thing. Thank you, Jackalus. I just seen the comment. Love your channel. Great. I'm definitely here to keep it real. Great team, Bergevin. Yep. I agree, Bergevin. Your team's really good, mate. I've literally lost the chat and where it was up to or where I was up to by the point. Got you in the UK. Brilliant. Yeah, I know. It's weird. I don't know where like it sends my stuff out to. Honestly, I swear it goes to Australia because like sometimes it just doesn't send to anyone. I'm like, who the hell's watching this? Literally did not see a single popular YouTuber pick Haaland because they're afraid to go against the grain. See, I'm tempted to pick Haaland. I actually created a draft of Haaland in it. I'm going to show you what it looks like. Hold on, where's my phone? I'm going to show you on stream really quickly. I'm going to ignore the chat for a minute while I'm sitting there trying to pull this up. So bear with me. This team actually looks pretty good. I'm going to pull out the players. And I'm going to show you what it looks like. All right, whoops. Remove. All right, where is he? So you have to bear with me. This team actually looks pretty sick with Haaland in it. Actually, go all players. Haaland in. All right, and then who do I have? Strand. Larson. Palmer's still in there. Bruno's still in there. Reindeers is still in there. Wirtz is still in there. Unfortunately, the sacrifice that had to be made is Saka went and I got Rice instead. And I'm still 1 million short, so I must have done something else. Hold on. Oh, so in this one, I've actually got rid of Dorgu and I got in Euro. And then we had, I know what it is. So Milinkovic wasn't in this draft, which gives you exactly enough money for it. Oh, hold on. Yeah, that's the draft. So, hold on. I actually went Pickford in goal. So it's really interesting. In case anyone's wondering, I've actually created a bust team. I'm not going to make any transfers on all season. And I captained Haaland. I vice-captained Palmer. Pickford is in instead of Sells. And I'm not going to touch it all season. I just want to see how well it goes. I'm intrigued to see how good that rank is by the end of the year. So, yeah, that is the team I've actually just busted. And I've left Rice first man on the bench, Truffett second, Esteve is third. So Esteve is in instead of Richards. And then the starting defenders are Yoro, Juve, and De Kuyper. And then the midfield is Palmer, Wirtz, Reindeers, and Bruno. And Palmer's vice-captain, Haaland's captain. So that's a bus team I just created, FYI, that had Haaland in it. I thought it looked actually all right. So we'll see how well it goes. But we'll see. All right, let's have a look. Where are we at? D-Unit turning to the dark side. No chances at all, mate. Definitely no chances at all. I'm in the EU and I can't stand the FPL cabal. Love it. Hello, Mello. Is Gakpo nailed? Until they sign someone else? Yes. Best things is to subscribe from the UK. Yeah, 100%. The more people I get subscribing from Europe, the better it is for the channel. 100%. Because it just means more people are there and it'll spread it out to more people that are there. So if you're one of those people that's watching at the moment and you haven't subscribed, please do it because it actually helps. More than just a number, it actually helps do that. Fort, Sells, Tosin, Juve, Van der Ven, Esteve. I mean, it's all right. I understand that the Palmer, Haaland, and Salah draft for Bruno, but the rest of your team is really cheap. Like Marlon, is he nailed? I'm not sure. Van der Ven, how tight is his hamstring? The last time I checked, it was pretty tight. That's the only problem I got with that draft. Like Sol, I won't lie, it looks kind of good on paper, but all it takes is 1 or 2 injuries and your team's going to fall down the wayside. Keane, Everton, or Richards? Oh, I've already done that one. Sorry, Daniel. I'm behind again. I do apologise. Currently active talks for Canade contract extension. There we go. Brilliant. Best Man City defender for 5 mil. They don't have one for 5 mil that's any good, that you want and can have any faith in. Not going to lie, I like you as a manager. Very similar structure and never afraid to go. Yeah, I've never been afraid to go against the grain. Sometimes I get it wrong. I'm not going to even sit there and say that, but I'm still going to have fun. And FPL's, at the end of the day, it's a game, right? It's a game. If you're not having fun, why the hell are you playing it? So, as far as I'm concerned, do I want to follow a bunch of AI bots telling me to pick double Spurs defense? Hell no. I don't want to be doing that. So, we won't be doing that. That's not what we're going to be doing. We'll go back to pick team because I'm still not sure what I'm going to do. I'm going to leave it a bit longer. I know I'm chancing my luck that the FPL website's going to go down, but I'm still quite happy with the team as things stand. So I'm quite happy to roll with this. Let me bring on a sucker ASAP. I had Rodgers in. Fair enough. I might have missed a few people, so I apologise. If I've missed you, just whack your comment in again below. I'll definitely get to it. My computer's stuffed up and it's skipped a bunch of people, so I do apologise. I normally try and get through absolutely everyone. So yeah, I apologise. Less than 1 in 4 managers going with Haaland seems crazy considering the guy's got 85 goals. Yeah, I know. I think that the reason why is because Man City haven't had a preseason. I've seen Haaland play 60 minutes since the Club World Cup. And I didn't think he was really back on form at the Club World Cup. The one player I thought was back on form at the Club World Cup was actually Phil Foden. That was the one I really wanted in my team. And now I can't have him. Apparently he might be fit for the game as well against Wolves, but we don't know this. And because he's a risk and I don't know if he's fit or not, I can't really play him. I'm actually expecting Reindeers to be on the bench, if I'm being brutally honest, and I'll be like, oh, shouldn't have gone there. Shouldn't have gone there. Pep Roulette. It's going to kill me game week 1. I can feel it already. Who's my captain? It's Jared Bowen at the moment. Will João Pedro outscore Bowen given the fixtures plus Chelsea? Yeah, potentially. But he's going to be playing less minutes than Jared Bowen. So for that reason, that's why Jared Bowen's in the team. Emery confirmed Rodgers is fit. There we go. Thank you very much. Less than 1 in 4. I've done that one. I've considered bringing in Haaland last second. I've considered bringing in Haaland all day. I like literally all day. I've sat there and I'm like, oh, should I be doing? Oh, I don't know. Yeah. I'm still not doing it. Switch Rice to Ahmad. Yeah, I could have. On that other draft, yeah, 100%. We could definitely have switched Rice to Ahmad. I think like Rice was more nailed in terms of like not getting injured. Rice doesn't get injured. I feel like Ahmad's got a little bit of injury proneness about him. Bruno, Salah, Palmer, That's Kevin Dewsbury Hall. Yep. Ruta Haaland, full crook. Not bad. Salt, that's not bad. Come out the live for a minute. What happened? Yeah, I know. It's gone crazy. Is Pedro Porro worth it? Let's ask the card. Let's ask the card. It said Pedro Porro over Munoz earlier today when I did that late mail video. Is Pedro Porro worth it? Yes? No. Okay, the card thinks that Pedro Porro is actually worth it. So there you go. Read into that what you want. The card's backed at Pedro Porro twice. Maybe he is worth it. I don't bloody know. Crazy stat. Liverpool haven't lost their opening game in 12 seasons. I'll give you a hot tip, Rahi. The Man United haven't lost an opening game at Old Trafford in about the same amount of time. I think. I could be wrong, but maybe check that stat. But I feel like that's potentially... Oh my God, FPL CON, mate. You've got 35 minutes to sort it out. Saar versus Rogers. Let's have a look, eh? Saar versus Rogers. Saar, Rogers. Saar. Saar. Where are we at? Watching from Boston. Love this channel. Thank you very much, Benjamin. Greetings from Finland, by the way. Oh my God, we've met someone in Finland. That's fantastic. Another person that we've met from around the world. I love that. Yeah, I know. No AA team here, baby. No AA team here. What do you think of this? Sells the Bravka Milinkovic. Tarkowski. Nice draft. Nice draft, Pedro. Why no Haaland for some? It's all personal preference. I really want Haaland. I'll show you something really quickly for the chat. This is the Cards team. That's the Cards team. Cards got Haaland in the team. Due for De Kuiper. I think De Kuiper might be better long term. Don't even, yeah. Have to jump. Good luck this weekend. Yes, Hayden. Good luck. Hopefully it goes really well this weekend. Captain Palmer, Wirtz, or Katike. Palmer. Thoughts on Fulkrug. Could be really good this week against Sunderland. Could be amazing. Suman. Could you find 0.5 and get reindeers to Tielemans? Potentially, but where am I going to find the 0.5 from? Wife dragging me to Tesco, not Tesco. All right, let's ask the card. Do I need Collins or not? Yes? No. All right, see it. I need to find Collins. I need to find money for Collins. The card reckons I need Collins. All right, we're going to have to go back to this in a second. All right, you Noxon. Just looking at your team now. You have one more. Yeah, I get Bowen, mate. If you've got 8 million in your bank, get Bowen, 100%. Having a set team is wonderfully peaceful. I know, just leave it. Ford on the team, Sells, Darlow, Collins. All right, let's ask the card one question. Evanlinson, Strand Larson, because this will make the decision super easy. Well, it's not going to make it easy because it reckons Evanlinson. All right. Let's ask the card a question. I'm trying to find ways I'm going to find this 0.5 mil. Gakpo or Wirtz? I know where I'm finding the 0.5 million, baby. The card reckons Gakpo over Wirtz. So let's pull the team up. Let's make some transfers. So I originally had this earlier in the week. So we're going to, hold on, let's bin him. So we're going to do it. The card has decided that Wirtz is going and Gakpo is in. This is what this channel's all about. Following the card's blind faith when you need to find 0.5 million in your team. We are here for it. Rahi's loving it because there had to be something happen on this channel, right? We can't sit here and be boring, so we're not. Richards is the one that goes. Where is he? Where's my mate? Where's Collins? Let's bring him in. Hold on. I need a defender. Hold on. Defenders. Collins. There we go. I've got 0.5 million in the bank. Now, old mate said reindeers or Tielemans. So let's make that. Let's bring that in. Confirm. There we go. That's the new team. There we go. All right. Now, all right. Who do I bench now? That is the question. I feel like Juve's got attacking potential against Sunderland. I feel like the Kuiper concedes against old mate. Collins is in. 0-0 draw. It's happening. We all know it's happening. We'll put the Kuiper there. All right, there we go. Collins is in the team, boys. Collins is in. We love it. We love it. All right. All right. Having said that, before, yeah, Words or Gakpo? Well, the card just decided Gakpo, so there you go. Sensei or Van de Ven? Can bench for City away. Sensei Van de Ven. I think the card's lost the plot now, Van de Ven. Van de Ven must be doing his hamstring about 20 game weeks in. Thoughts on my defense: Sanchez, Dubravka, Nico Williams, Pedro Porro, Munoz, Juve, Esteve, Mo Salah train. No Salah train. I like it. That's pretty sexy. It's pretty sexy, Connor. Sorry, Jacob. Which defender of Man City is better to have in FPL? Probably Ait-Nouri at the moment because Guardiola's injured. Would you start Evangelisson or Strand Larsen this week? I would start neither. But I'd probably still start Evangelisson over Strand Larsen. Should I triple captain Salah in Game Week 1? No. 100% no. Straight up no. Don't waste your triple captain on the Game Week 1. Honestly, don't. Save that chip. Save that chip for later. What do you think of playing Collins and bench to Kuiper? Yeah, I know. I've just done the exact same thing. What Tottenham just said, I've literally done that. Collins and Milinkovic. I think that game is 0-0. I honestly believe that game is 0-0. 100% 0-0. Let's have a look. Is that... Yeah, I think this is going to be my lock team. I'm going to carry 0.5 million in the bank. So if I pick up something that doesn't look good this week, I can then pivot next week with some money in the bank, and it's only going to cost me one transfer. That's the plan. That's the plan. 100% the plan. I'm not going for Haaland. Not going for Haaland. Yeah, I feel like, Jason, you've got a really good point. I feel like Bowen is either going to pop or he's going to flop. I'm hoping he's going to pop, baby. I'm hoping he's going to pop. Nico Williams and Richards or Milinkovic in a 4 mil. Juve, I'd probably go with Williams and Richards. I should introduce a card style arrangement into my household, but the wife says she's always right. So we don't need it. Honestly, Ashley tells you the same thing, Bateman. She tells you the exact same thing, mate. Tells you the exact same thing. Let's go. The card love my idea. There's another way to bring him in. Wait, try boot Sucker out. Don't boot Wirtz. I have both Wirtz and Gakpo for Fernandes. Yeah, I know there was a... All right, let's ask the card. Just for Rahi's benefit. Because he loves throwing these in. He loves throwing the red herrings in just when I'm not expecting him. That's why he's a moderator in the chat. And me and him get along really well. So, who's a better pick this week? Sucker or Wirtz? I'm going to toss that again. It was a crap throw. Well, Rahi, it says Wirtz. I'm waiting for Rahi to sit there and go, Wirtz and Bruno. Should we do Wirtz and Bruno and see who's better out of that? Because earlier on it said that Wirtz was better than Bruno. Wirtz, Bruno. Mate, the card loves Wirtz. The card, I feel like this card is biased. It's like, you know when I was on that hot streak about Cunha? And I was like, Cunha. All right, who's better than Bruno or Saka? Bruno. Maybe Saka is the play. Maybe getting rid of Saka is the answer. I mean, it could be a shout, you know. Could be a shout. Reindeers or Saka. You know, if I got rid of Saka, I could upgrade Reindeers as well. It's kind of tempting, to be fair. That's actually really kind of tempting. I'm not sure, though. I feel like I really want Saka still. I want Saka for Game Week 2. It's not Game Week 1 that I want. I feel like this week is... I understand that the card might be biasing its decisions on this week. I feel like next week could be much better. I'm triple captain for Haaland Game Week 1. Go ahead. Arizan. Sorry, where's your team? Oh, I see it. Sanchez, Dubravka. 2 Sanchez's. That's pretty good. Hopefully he gets you a clean sheet in one of them. That'd be nice. By the way, if you haven't already, please smash a like on the stream. That'd be nice. And help get it out there. Roden, Palmer, Wirtz, Saka, Rogers, and oh mate, you lost me at Anderson. I'm not gonna lie, you lost me at Anderson. lost me in Anderson, and yeah, get rid of Anderson. That's my only advice. Only advice. I don't want to be counting DEFCONs. That's all I got. That's all I got. All right. Let's ask the card this question because I've wanted him the entire time. Is Foden going to be involved against Wolves this weekend? Yes? No? I hate this card. Foden's going to be involved. I'm so tempted by Phil Foden punt. Like, I'm so tempted by Phil Foden punt. It makes no sense in any world. All right, let me fiddle around. The chat will have to bear with me. The chat will have to bear with me. Well, a second. I want to see a couple of different combinations and see what I like. Let's get a Wirtz. Let's get a get a red reindeers as well. So Foden. Wirtz. What does it leave me with? 7 mil. 7 million. I think I'm excited. All right, the good news is, if this doesn't work, we can get rid of Palmer next week if he flops against Crystal Palace. I know he's got West Ham next week, but we can... Hold on, just bear with me 1 second. I'm just mucking around here for a minute. 7 mil. We can either double up on Rodgers. This is like really tempting. Like this draft actually looks really good. Phil Foden, man. Phil Foden's going to pop. Phil Foden's literally going to pop. I just feel like the card loves Phil Foden. I don't know what it is. This card loves Phil Foden. It loves him. It loves him to death. I love him. He's a sexy man. By the way, I'm not gay. Everyone saw my missus on stream the other night. I'm not gay. Rodgers is 7 mil. I know. I don't know who to get. Honestly, I'm so tempted. I can see so many options. There's 2 really good options on paper, right? I either get Semenyo or I get Rodgers. And I honestly don't know which one I prefer out of those 2. You know what we need to do? Everyone, you know what we need to do? We know what we need to do here. We all know what we need to do here. Rodgers. Semenyo. I'm going to reveal what the card did. Hey! Maybe that's the key. Maybe double Bournemouth is actually a thing. Like, if you look at their fixtures, right? They're pretty good. They play Wolves at home next week. Then they've got Spurs, who, let's be honest, they're crap. Then they've got Brighton. Then they've got Newcastle at home. Leeds away. Fulham at home. Palace away. Forest at home. I mean, it's a pretty good run. But Rodgers has got a better fixture this week, probably. This is a tough one. This is actually a really tough one. There's definitely room for Bamford in there. Definitely room for Bamford in there. Mateta and Wirtz or Rodgers and Gyökeres. Well, we have to go Wirtz. The card's full on the Wirtz, so damn the man, it's got to be Wirtz. Oh, we could get Cucurella in. Do we want Cucurella? I love that. Whoever said that in the chat, that is what we are all about. That is what we're all about on this channel. Having a bit of fun. This is what FPL should be, right? It's all a game of chance. Bateman will tell you in the chat, FPL is a game of chance. You can sit there and pick someone and have the best data behind you, and they have a mare on any given game week, and they get you nada. Absolutely nada. So we could still get reindeers in. And then that would give me the money to get one of these bozos, probably Dorgu, up to a 6 million defender. Let's have a look at that. All right. Do we want a 6 million defender? Yes? No. Oh my God, the card wants a 6 million defenders. It's lost the plot. It's lost the plot. Can't dispute the card. Can't dispute the card. Look, flip the card for Rogers and Sarr. Rogers and Sarr. Rogers, Sarr. Oh my God. All right, the card's landed face up. It can't make a decision between Rogers and Sarr. Can't make a decision between Rogers and Sarr. So the question is, do we go 8 Nuri, Cucurella? Come on, it's got to be my boy. It's got to be my boy. Got to be my boy. Ha! Cucurella! All right. Dorgu's out, mate. He's got to go. All right. Cucurella's in. Cucurella's in. We're going bigger at the back. The card's leading me down a path I didn't expect I was going to go down tonight. But here we are. We're here for it, and we're rolling with it. Let's do it. All right. I'm sorry. I've completely ignored the chat. Yeah, I apologize. The chat's miles behind. I've literally lost the plot with my own team now, so we're here for it. Imagine if FPL just crashed and wouldn't let me do anything. Pick Minte. We've got... Hold on. What? Actually, I can't afford it. I can't afford it. That's not possible. Oh, hold on. What's going on here? Oh, the card reset everything. All right. Hold on. Yeah. Where's... Oh, I didn't have words in here to begin with. Hold on. The card just... Maybe the card was just saying, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Maybe that's what it was saying. All right. 8 Noria Williams or Tarkowski Milinkovic. 8 Noria Williams. Tarkowski's going to be no good. 8 Nori versus Cucurella. We just did that. Cucurella. Dr. Pepper, what's that worst that could happen? Exactly. Good decision. Bad outcome. Exactly what Bateman just said. Cucurella's looked so attacking the preseason. Yep. Pick Minte. What do you think of this team? Sanchez, Dubravka. That's decent. I like the differential captaincy pick as well. Card says Kuka for president. Damn. H returns. You changed that. You changed that. Well, I still think the card's barking, to be honest with you. But look, we're here for it. But we're just here to have fun at the end of the day. I actually don't give a crap what my rank is at the end of the season. I just want to entertain people. Like, FPL should be our entertainment. My decisions during the season will be based off sound advice. And then occasionally I'll flip a return if I don't like it. All right, so where was I? Who do we have in here? Cucurella's in. Who else was in here? Someone refreshed my mind who we had. Foden. We had Foden. That's right. I was like, forgot someone. See, Foden's no longer yellow flagged. This is a good sign that Pep said he's ready to go. So we've got 5.5. So we're back in the reindeers market. Restore. Oh, we look at someone else. There's no other good 5.5s. Is there any other good 5.5s? I don't think there is. I honestly don't think there is. I'm not healthy for you, Darius, I know. What's the code? The code is on the screen. M73WLE. I don't know if I'm going to do this, to be honest with you. I feel like I preferred the team I had before. Let me have a look at the fixtures. I mean, Cucurella's, he's on track for a 15-pointer in there, isn't he? But the problem is I've got Jared Bowen. You know what? You know what we're going to do? This is the cards team. Stuff the card. That can be its team. I'm going to pull it up right now. We've got 15 minutes. That's the cards team. It's pissing off Haaland. All right, the card. Do you want Haaland or not? Are you taking the piss? Do we want Haaland? Yes. Do we want Haaland? No. All right. Well, I'm at a loss. What's the code for people? FPL. Yeah, it's on the screen. That way. Downwards. Oh my God, I can't even point downwards. I don't like what the card's taking me doing. I actually thought about bringing in Phil Foden today, and that's scary because like the card basically said bring Foden in. Yeah, it's 14 minutes left. It should be still counting down, eh? 14 minutes, 46 seconds, something like that. It's pretty close. We're close to the deadline, I think. Actually, hold on. I've got to sit there and do something. Bear with me 1 second. I'm going to... All right, take this over here. I'm definitely not looking at the chat now. I'm using the other screen for someone else. I'm just looking at the cards team and going, the cards lost the plot. Like, it's legit lost the plot. Hold on. Sign out of that. Log in. I don't trust it. I don't trust it in a million years. Is the honest answer. What should outscore me this week? Watch Foden get like a brace off the bench or something. It's going to happen. And I'm going to be like, I shouldn't have done that. I should have just listened to the card and just done it. Locked it in. Kevin Dewsbury Hall, Amarillo on Williams and Reindeers. The second one. David, what do you think? Sells Tarkowski's. Yeah, it's pretty good. Flip the... All right, hold on. Flip the card. I like that. Thank God there's a get out of free jail card here. Flip the card for the new and the old draft. New, old. Oh, mate. It doesn't get any better, Mello. You try to get me out. It still likes the new draft. It likes the new draft. Yeah. You know what we're going to do? We're going to actually sit there and we're going to put this... We're going to whack this in the cards team. Stuff the card. It's full of crap. I prefer my team before. At the end of the day, it's my team, right? I've got to own my own decisions. That's peak. You sit there, you can ask questions, but at the end of the day, you got to go with what you feel like. But the thing is I really like Phil Foden. So, like, this is really difficult for me. Because it looks sexy having Phil Foden in the lineup. It looks sexy having Kukurea in the lineup with Collins, with Milenkovic. But then I've got the Kuiper and Juve on the bench, so why the hell do I want to spend up money on there when I really want to play Kukurea, Collins and Milenkovic every single week? That also doesn't feel fabulous. Oh, I'm so torn. I'm so torn. I'm so torn. I'm so torn on what to do. Yeah, I know. Which defender will I bench? I know. I'm already thinking about these things in my head. I'm like, oh, the card's lost supply. I've got 10 bloody minutes to go. Part of me wants to do it. Part of me wants to do it and just say, you know what? Stuff it. All right, let's ask the card one question. Are we going Jared Bowen captain or are we going Cole Palmer captain? All right, we're going Cole Palmer captain. We're going Cole Palmer captain. All right, I finally decided Sells, Dubravka, Kukurea, Aït-Nouri, Williams, Juve, Esteve, Palmer, Bruno, Wirtz, Gakpo, Saka, Watkins, Larson, Gui. I like it. Not bad. Not bad. I mean, the problem is that I'm relying on Pep Roulette every single week. That is a problem. That's a problem. Like, how do I guess that every single week? It's not possible. It's actually not possible. Hold on. Start one of the Kuiper, Strand, Larson, and Valentin. The Kuiper. The Kuiper all day long with that one. 100%. What's the full team looking like? I don't know, Marcus, is the honest answer. I'm torn. I'm torn between what I'm going to do. We've got 11 minutes left. Cards tell me to do some weird shit. Let's be honest. It's telling me to do some weird stuff. There is another option. Potentially. Where's the card? Do we swap Milenkovic for a 4 million defender? Oh, this is going to pain me to do this. This is going to pain me to do this. I'm really scared what it's going to do. Yes. No. Apparently we're ditching Milinkovic for a 4 million defender. The Cards lost the plot, man. I'm telling you, it's not possible. This is the Cards team. We're doing the Cards team. Where's the card? I'm bringing the card back, baby. The Card's changing its idea. It doesn't know what it's talking about. This is definitely the Cards team. I'm going back to my team. I don't like where it's going. And we'll see the card. This is literally the card deciding what team it wants. I love it. We're here for it. Hold on, I'm just going to bring up the other screen. So I'm just quickly typing in. I'm running out of time here. Oh my God. All right, let's sign in. Now I can't even sign in. That's good. Oh my God, I can't even type my password. Hold on, here we go. I'm not ballsy enough to go through with the Cards decision on this one. It's my team. I've got to start well. I know it's getting laggy. It's spinning in. All right, here we go. All right, so I'm just quickly looking at the Cards team. We're going to quickly make some transfers, and we're going to whack in the Cards team as this. All right, so Dubravka sells. We're getting rid of Esteve. We're getting rid of Munoz. Aït-Nouri's gone. All right. All right, so it wants a 4 million defender. Do you want Esteve? Yes, no. It wants Esteve. Brilliant. That's good. That solves that problem. And it wants Semenyo back. So I'm going to show you the Cards team in a second once I've finished scrambling through trying to fix this before I fix my own team. Milinkovic, we're running out of time. Come on. We've got 9 minutes left. I'm sorry, chat. Rahi's going to answer your questions while I'm pissing around here. All right, Esteve, Collins. All right, what else have we got? Kukurea, the Kuiper. That's who we need. Get rid of Milinkovic. The Kuiper. Then in the midfield, we're getting rid of Saka. Oh my God, this is ridiculous. Right, sorry, Palmer. Reindeers. Already got him. Foden. We're running out of time. Who else am I missing here? Wirtz. Get him in. And then up front, we're going to have... remove him. Get rid. All right. So up front, does the Card like the current forward line structure? Salah or Haaland? Haaland all day long. Haaland all day long. Yeah, I'm getting there. My team's not going to look like that. What did I even ask it? I can't remember what it was like. All right. Let's do it. Let's go. How much money we got left? 25. Bowen. Watkins. All right. Watkins or Gyökeres? Watkins. That's good. The Card's happy with that. Do we go Strand Larson, Ekitike? Strand Larson. All right, the Card's taken 2 million into... I feel like I've got that right. 7 minutes. All right, we're going to make these transfers. Hold on. Bear with us 1 second. All right. Let's have a look. All right, so that looks pretty good. We've got 2 million to spend. All right, this is the Cards team. There we go. Bring that up. That's what the Card's going with. That's what it's picked. We're going to get Foden on the field. Substitute. We're getting rid of Strand Larson. Save your team. All right. Bruno captain or Wirtz? Bruno captain. All right. He's still happy with the Bruno captain. We'll make Wirtz vice. Whoops. Sorry. There we go. Vice captain. We're good. Lock that in. We're probably going to put Juve on for the Kuiper. Substitute him for there. Yeah, that looks pretty good. That looks sexy. That's the Cards team. The Card is lock and loaded. That is not my team. Let's get to my team. I'm stuffing the Card. If the Card beats me, I'm an idiot. All right. Where are we at? I still want Saka in my team, man. Let's just go back to what we had originally. All right, Saka's in. Reindeers. Now I need to find 2 million. Old mate can come back in. Old mate can come back in. I'm still 0.5 million short. This is the problem with the team. You know what? Stuff it. The card can have words. I'm having Gakpo. We'll see who wins this battle. If it's me, I'm a genius. If it's the card, I'm an idiot. All right, I don't have to make any transfers. I just pick my bloody team. I already didn't make anything. All right, hold on. Pick team. There we go. All right, that's it. I'm done. I'm locked. I'm loaded. Stuff the card. It can have its own team. It's not ruining mine this week. I've got to pick my own team. Yes, this is the main team. There we go. That's it. That's all we're going with. No how about I nonsense. No bollocks. The card's got its own team. I've got my own team. I'll stand by it and I'll die by it. And if it goes south, I'll bring in and die for Saka next week. Esteve for Dorgu. Yeah, and what am I going to do with the 0.5? What am I going to do with the 0.5? Well, it's on top. Yeah. I'm just going to go Gakpo. Something a bit different. Something a bit different. I feel like lots of people going to Gakpo. Lots of people going Wirtz. And I really want Collins. So I've got 0.5 in the bank. I can pivot from a lot of places next week. If it goes south, it goes south. If it goes brilliant, then I look like a genius. If Nottingham Forest Brentford is 0-0, I'm an absolute genius because I'm going to get 26 points straight off the bat. And I'll be pretty happy with that. Remember what the guy said on stream about Wirtz, drop Collins. Yeah, I know. Also, the card did say make Palmer captain, so we're going to do that. And we're going to make Bowen vice. If Bowen scores a brace, I'm going to kill the card. I'm going to cut the card in half and throw it in the bin. So we're going Palmer captain. There we go. Team news. Don't know. I haven't bothered looking, to be honest. I've only got Gakpo, so that's it. Sent 5 FPL. Napstars, what an absolute legend of the chat. This person is brilliant. Bateman's a member of the channel. Come on, Bateman. Won the lottery, baby. Fantastic stuff. Yeah, Gakpo, very different. I'm going. The D-Unit is all about the differentials. I'm backing me. I'm backing me. Palmer is the only high-owned asset I've got in the game. And Dubravka, obviously. Dubravka. Napstars, what an absolute legend of the chat. Absolute legend. I can't believe it. That's how we're going in. We've got 2 minutes and 16 seconds, which is actually slightly off. It is slightly early. Just so you've got enough time to go and fix your own teams. That's what we've done. That's what we've done. So, yeah, there we go. That's it. I'm locked. I'm not touching the screen anymore. That's it. Got 2 minutes. 2 minutes of peace and sobriety. Bruno captain. Oh, could you imagine? Bruno captain. I don't mind the Bruno captain shout. Crystal Palace at home. I mean, it makes a lot of sense. I don't mind the Bruno captaincy shout. All right, let's have a look. We didn't ask the card this. Palmer captain, Bruno captain. If this comes up as Bruno, I'm definitely doing Bruno. Card still thinks Palmer's a better captain. Palmer it is. It's locked in twice on Palmer. I'm happy with that. Good luck to everyone. Honestly, this is the place to be for your FPL content this year. I'm not going to be boring. I'm going to be bold. I'm going to be outrageous, as we've seen tonight. The card's got its own team. I don't even know what the card's thinking at this point. If the cards team beats me this week, I default to the fact that I'm no expert. I'm not an expert anyway. But that just proves that the mystical card knows what the hell it's doing. And that just baffles me. That baffles me in life in general. The card is captain, 100%. Betray the card. Bowen, damn it. Yeah. 0.5 in the bank. Yeah, we're rolling 0.5 in the bank, baby. I'm not even spending 100 mil. What's wrong with me? I can't believe I've never built a draft where I've not spent every bit of money. But that's it. I'm happy with it. Maybe it is pretty accurate to the deadline. I've got 129 on my computer and it reckons 24 seconds left. Madness. I know. All hail the card. If the cards team beats you this week, do not come to me. I'm not. If Phil Foden comes on and scores 2 goals this week, I'm going to be so livid that I didn't follow the cards' advice. I'm like so livid because I really wanted to as well. The code is on the screen. M73WLE is the code to get into the league. If you want to join the WhatsApp group, Rahi's about to drop it in the chat. Make sure that you click that. It's a lot of good banter. I mean, if this draft goes poorly, I'm going to have the absolute piss taken out of me in the WhatsApp group, but it's going to be hilarious, and we're ready to go anyway. In Diary Red Card, we're here for it, Napstars. I hope it's here. I can't wait to do it. The deadline has passed. It's 0 minutes. I actually had the deadline spot on. It just clicked over 1:30 when that hit 0 pretty much. Now we're going to go into FPL Challenge, which is how I like to finish these streams, where the stress is off. That is the team, ladies and gentlemen. That's what I've gone with. I don't know if it's going to be good. I hope it's good. Otherwise, the content next week's going to be pretty dry. I've just taken a piss out of myself all week. We are locked. That is the team. Collins made his way in, and it was courtesy of Wirtz going to Gakpo, which facilitated Richards up to Collins. We are hoping for 0-0. Brentford versus Nottingham Forest. I mean, I've got a couple of my favourites in here. I would have loved Phil Foden. But getting Phil Foden's actually quite easy. Did you guys know I've strategically done this? So Gakpo has the easy fixture tonight against Bournemouth, and I've just realised the card's grand plan. So Gakpo's got the easy fixture tonight against Bournemouth, and we've got exactly 0.5 million in the bank. If you add 0.5 to Cody Gakpo's price of 7.5, you end up with one Phil Foden at 8 mil. Maybe that was the cards plan all along. It's gone now. Save the blushes at FPL Towers. Yep, here we go. I mean, they weren't too far off. That was not too bad, to be fair. All right, let's go to FPL Challenge and have a look at that. All right, need to log in here. Also, I'm going to quickly show you my amazing draft team I picked up before as well. Bruno is, well, you can't make captains in there, but there we go. Oh, I've just realised I've spelled that wrong. Hold on. Go back. All right, here we go. FPL Challenge. This year I'm going to win this. I'm going to win FPL Challenge this year. I'm going to actually pay attention and not pick stupid decisions. All right, double points for new signings, 1 player per club. All right. I don't know why I picked Isaac. I must have auto-selected this. Let's get rid of that. So we probably want to get rid of Watkins. I still think Haaland's the best captain this week, so I'm quite happy to have him. And we're going to go for a 1-3-1 formation. We're going to go with Wirtz. Okay, let's just type his name in because I'm struggling to find him. There we go. Let's go with Wirtz. We're going to go with... Who should we go with? Perry, Aitnori, Kudus, Gyökeres, and... Oh, yeah, nice. Yep. What Murat just said, that's the league code. I hope I do well as well. How good will it be? Bring down the cartel of my absolutely ballsy ass team. All right. FPL Challenge. I'll give the league code for this as well if you want to do this as well. Akatike. He could be good. I'm still going Haaland captain. I feel like he'll be good. Let's go for... Who else has joined clubs? Brian and Boomo against Arsenal. I mean, he's a new player. Possible. Another new player that's joined a club in the midfield. Alanga? Aston Villa away? Probably not. None of these guys are really screaming out of the paper at me. All right, let's go. You know what? Stuff this. We'll go 2 forwards. We'll go 1-2-2. 1-2-2. And we'll go with Ekatike. Just for the people in the chat. Let's do that. Ekatike, where is he? Why am I spelling his name wrong? Oh, midfielders. There we go. Forwards. Ekatike's in. And we'll go with... I was going to say, let's go. No, you know what? I'm doubling down on Spurs losing. 1-0. I'm playing Dubravka in goal. Dubravka in goal, clean sheet. I'm here for it. There we go. Save that. Why can't I save it? Too many players selected from Liverpool. What do you mean? Oh, okay. I've got Frimpong and Wirtz. Okay, I'll take that back. Transfer him out. Okay. We need defenders. New players. Who else has signed for someone that's new that's half decent? Joof, that sexy man Joof. Transfer in. There we go. That's the team. Locked. All right, hold on. Oh, mate, you can only have one Liverpool player. What do you mean? Oh, this is so frustrating. All right. Is there another forward that's signed for someone? We haven't got an Arsenal player. Gyökeres. Here we go. Forwards. Gyökeres. Save team. Double points for new teams. There we go. Joof's in as the defender to Dubravka, Wirtz, Mbeumo, Gyökeres. I'm guaranteed at least, well, hopefully 16 points. We'll have to wait and see. League code for challenge, yes. League code for challenge, the code is invite friends. That's all you want. That's the code. E6JLGW. All right. I'll whack that in the chat. 1 second. And hold on. Where are we? FPL. Let's have a look. We're on here. And all right. League code is E6JL. I've put a capital L just because of the fact that I'm pretty sure that's an L. There we go. All right, on that note, I'm off to bed. It's 1:30 in the morning. It's actually almost 1:37, and it is updating. I'll be updating for at least another probably 30 minutes until the lineups are announced for Liverpool versus Bournemouth. Good luck, everyone. I hope you all picked amazing drafts. Hopefully you didn't pick the same as mine, so that way you can't blame me when it goes wrong. But I hope you have a great time. It's been great talking with you all and spending the night with you. We'll be live back tomorrow for the live watch-along of the 3 p.m. games, which are... We will be watching the live watch-along between the games of Brighton versus Fulham, of which I have no one because De Kuiper's now on the bench. Sunderland versus West Ham. I don't have Bone captain anymore, so we won't be able to watch how well that goes. And I'll be here for the Burnley 1-0 win against Tottenham Hotspur. That's exciting. I'm here for the 1-0 win, 100%. My captain, who did I pick as captain? Cole Palmer. He's got 9 o'clock game tomorrow. I might do a live watch along tomorrow on Sunday as well, depending on how I'm feeling. So keep an eye out for that. I've still got to work on how I want the live watch alongs to look because I'm going to have big guests joining me every week. Thank you very much. You guys are legends. Again, to everyone that contributed memberships and super chats in the chat, you guys are all absolute legends. Very much appreciated. Yeah, what can I say? FPL D-Unit, sending his love to all the people in the chat. I'll see you again tomorrow. I've been FPL D-Unit.